Greetings, lords and ladies and gentlemen. I am Rock.
And I am Sweeny.
And we are here to talk to you about
the Boomsday Project.
And we are going through all of the cards. We're going through class by class.
Class by class with a whole lot of sass.
And the next class we are going to do is
Mage.
Excellent.
Yes.
Alright, so we're going to start with the commons, and the first common is...
We're going with a 1-cost spell for Mage called Shooting Star. It is deal 1 damage to a minion and the minions next to it.
Huh.
So it's anti-paladin.
I think more importantly, though, this is another 1-mana spell for Mage.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's a 1 mana 3 damage. That's nice. That's a good spell.
I'm thinking more along the lines because the aggro Mage that's coming out now that I've seen recently uses mana worms a lot.
Yeah.
So this is just another way to pump them up. And to never ever forget that Archmage Antonidas is part of the classic set.
Yes.
And this is just another way to get another fireball in your hand with him.
Aha!
Yes. So.
Well, the other thing, and I'm jumping down a bit here because I know a bit of the cards coming up, is they are trying to do something with the plus spell damage.
Well, and there's another thing, right?
So
like
if you have a plus spell damage and you play this down, you could do some obviously more damage.
On turn 3, you can Blood Mage Thalnos and put a 1/1 out and do 2/2 to 3 creatures.
Yeah.
Right? That clears a whole bunch of treants. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, this if you get spell damage on your board, this can quickly become ridiculous.
Yeah, and I think that's what the purpose of this card is for.
Well, all in all, 1 mana. It's a 1 mana 3 damage.
It's good.
Frostbolt is 2 mana 3 damage on one target. This is on 3 separate targets.
Yeah.
And if you can pull off some spell damage, then this becomes a ridiculous spell.
It's a nice card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good all around.
Okay, good all around.
Next.
Moving on to another spell card for Mage. It is a 2-drop common. By the way, we're starting with commons and going rarer as we go along. It is a 2-drop called Research Project, and each player draws 2 cards. I'm seeing a theme here. So there's a project cards now for certain classes. I think this is for the people that don't get the mechs.
Gotcha.
You know, so we had Druid had the biology project,
right?
And now we've got Mage having the research
project.
Each player draws 2 cards. Well, we know this card's good because we've seen it.
Yes.
You know,
we've seen it with the Murloc.
Yep. The Cold Light Oracle.
Cold Light Oracle,
Yeah.
which was 3 mana.
Yeah.
You got a 2/2 creature on your side of the board, and each player drew 2 cards.
Oh, good point.
Right? That was the big difference.
You don't have a creature now, and this isn't really meant for Mage. Like that card was more useful in Rogue decks.
It was, but you saw Mage use it all the time as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Because if you're going for
Can't remember.
the Blizzard Freeze win, if you're going for the Archmage Antonidas win,
right,
then getting that set in your hand
better.
Is necessary.
Okay.
So this is just another way to draw cards. I mean, like, look, their legendary weapon is draw 3 freaking cards at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So cycling through your deck as quickly as possible. Even the aggro decks are using, like, cycling.
Yeah.
So, and with the Spell Singer, this becomes a 1 mana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even giving your opponent 2 cards, this is one of the rare times where I'll say, Mage being able to draw 2 more cards, their cards are probably going to be better than 2 cards that you're giving your opponent. Therefore, this is one of the rare cases where giving your opponent the same advantage as you, not as bad, because you get to use your cards immediately, even though you have 2 less mana to do it. Plus, if you're playing something like Giant Warlock or super heavy card draw Priest, there's always, or a super heavy draw heavy Rogue, or a super draw heavy Druid, of which there are plenty in the meta now. This is a way where you can possibly catch them with 10 cards in their hand, burn 2 of their cards off, and you gain 2 cards.
Aha!
Aha!
So it's a good card.
Yeah, all in all, I'll say it's good.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's Cold Light Oracle. We've seen it before. This is 1 mana less, and you don't get a 2/2 creature.
Okay.
It worked before. I don't see why it wouldn't work again.
I'm happy enough with it. Okay, so moving on to our next our next and final common card for Mage. It is a 4-cost minion called Cosmic
Anomaly.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sweeny.
My pronunciation, sometimes I just hiccup. So, Cosmic Anomaly. Thank you. I feel like there should be 2 L's. I don't know why. So it is a 4 attack.
There never has been.
I'm just saying. All right,
I mean,
start from the beginning.
in the history
we're keeping this, but let me get through the
In
cards.
the history of the English language, there hasn't been.
Cosmic
Anomaly.
4 drop, 4 attack, 3 health, elemental, spell damage +2.
Okay. Thoughts on this card, Sweeny?
I go back to the first card, to Shooting Star, and I feel like they might be trying to push. Blizzard might be trying to push a bit more of a spell damage deck. Is what I feel they're going with.
So there's 3 things that worry me about this card.
Okay.
And there's 2 things that would be a concern, like if you were just looking at it. Just looking at it, it's 4 mana, 4/3, so the stats suck.
Yeah.
And it's taking up a 4 mana slot, which there's a ton of stuff that you want in any deck, but especially in Mage. I mean, that's your Fireball, that's your Polymorph, that's your bread and butter, right? However, this is an elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Concern number 1. This is a 4-drop, which means it's pretty easy to get out. Concern number 2. Concern number 3, spell damage. Not +1, +2.
Yeah.
+2.
Yeah.
That's a rare thing to see. How many other +2 spell damage cards can you think of? Because normally they're spell damage +1.
There's like
3 or 4, maybe?
1? Yeah. Well, or over +1. Yeah.
Like in all of the
Yeah, they've been very cautious on the spell damage.
Right? Like I know there's a couple where you can gain spell damage with with Inspire.
Yeah.
You could do that, and I know there was a Druid card at one point where that had gave both players +2, but this gives you as a mage +2 spell damage.
Well, I mean, like, let's just doing basics for the card we just looked at. It's turn 5. I play this, and then I play Shooting Star, and now I've just dealt 3 damage to 3 cards, to three minions on the board.
Right.
So 9 damage.
Which is pretty much the counter to Hunter.
Yeah.
Right? The Hunter Wolves?
Yeah.
Because that gets rid of 3 of them and leaves a 4/3 against his 3/3.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing, right?
Okay.
And then your Fireball's now an 8 damage.
Now
if you save this until turn 10, your Flame Strike is now a 6 board clear.
Yeah.
Because you can coin and Flame Strike.
Yeah.
If you have the coin. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways this can go.
Now I'm going to break format here, and we're going to move right on to the next card without stopping talking about this, because I feel this links in with it.
Okay.
And we'll just add to this discussion.
I have to reiterate though, it's also an elemental, and elemental mage decks are frightening as they stand.
Are pretty good.
Yes.
I agree.
But that spell damage +2 is
I
big.
got another elemental now.
Okay.
And it is a 2-drop Celestial Emissary. I got that on the first try.
Right.
2 attack, 1 health, elemental, battle cry. Your next spell this turn has
spell damage +2.
Holy shit. There could be some nasty stuff coming up.
And
maybe it won't all connect, but if it can.
And it's a 2/1 elemental.
You know?
At least it's your next spell this turn and not the next spell you play from your hand, because that could that could cycle through a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, so it's not a 2-drop, it's at least a 3-drop.
But if you're playing that Cosmic Anomaly, and no one killed it,
right?
Just if we're lucky, the next turn, because you know you've got at least 3 mana,
right?
You play this, and then you play Shooting Star, right? So you've just
now it's 5/5 to 3, yeah. So you can get some crazy combos with this, and I can't stress this enough. It's another elemental.
Yeah.
Which means it triggers all of the, if you played an elemental last turn, cards, which there are many of.
It turns... Yeah.
Like, there's already an elemental. And don't forget, we're talking about Mage, which means it's Death Knight Jaina.
Yeah.
Which is the suckiest of Death Knights ever.
It sucks, but it's one of the best ones. That's the frustrating thing, is you finally think you're almost got a handle against Mage, and then she plops that down, and you're...
And... Yeah.
Your Toast the Lifesteal comes out, and it all just gets ugly.
Yeah. All right, next.
Yeah, so
that's the first rare.
Both good cards.
Both good cards, and in combo, and with spell damage, I think we're seeing a dramatic shift towards spells doing more damage, hence the name.
So, now going a completely different direction for Mage. Another rare. It's a spell, two cost spell called Astral Rift. Add 2 random minions to your hand.
All right. Thoughts, Sweeny?
Kind of have none, to be honest with you. It doesn't really overall impress me because they're random. I don't feel like minions are all that useful to Mage, though I'm sure you could try to build more around it that way. I'm feeling kind of meh.
I love this card!
Why do you like
I love this card!
Why do you like
Because it's a fun card.
Okay. Okay.
Because this is a fun card. To just the pure randomness of it. You could get 2 legendaries. Yeah. You could get 2 dire penguins.
Okay.
You could get anything.
It is a fun card.
It is a fun card.
But
This is the kind of card that I love playing.
Okay.
Because this is a Tavern Brawl card.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd play this in Arena in a second.
Okay.
Because this is why I play the game. If I could have 3 of these in my deck, I'd put 3 of them in.
You're an agent of chaos.
Look, you know how many people played the Grimoire, the 5 mana, gain 3 random mage spells?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
a lot. Yeah, because you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, this is 2 random minions, and the thing is, it's any minions. You can get Warlock minions. You can get Druid minions. You can get Paladin minions. You can get any minions.
Yeah, I see.
It's fun.
I see it.
It's fun, Sweeny, and I'll always say I love fun cards.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Moving on to our 6-drop, and it is also still a rare, Meteorologist. And it is 3 attack, 3 health, battle cry. For each card in your hand, deal 1 damage to a random enemy.
Okay. With both players draw 2 cards, the research project, you can fill your hand up on turn 8 and then drop it. But here's the problem. Look at those stats.
Oh yeah, they're awful.
Why are you going to put... Yeah. This is not... I mean, you compare this to the 6/3 gain a random spell that came out in Grand Tournament. Like, we've seen better 6 drops for rares.
It kind of reminds me of Blackguard, the 6-drop Paladin card, which is every time you healed your hero, deal the same damage to a random enemy. On the board.
Yeah, but even that's more controllable than this.
Yeah, it was a 3/7.
Right? And this is
a 3/7 for 6. That was
3/7 for 6. This is a 3/3.
Yeah.
And its effect only fires once.
Yeah.
Like, this is for if you've managed to make your opponent have 1 big thing on the board, and you have a full hand, you could do 9 points of damage.
Well, it's dealing 1 damage to a random enemy, so it's always... So yeah, if you have 1, then they're getting all 9.
Yeah.
But it's going everywhere, right? For like, if you've got, say, 5 cards in your hand, you're dealing 1 damage to a random enemy every time.
So you're saying this could be like
It'll be a board clearer for Paladin, against Paladin.
Against the 1/1s, but by turn 6, aren't you already taunted up in +3/+3?
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Should be.
Yeah. No. I mean, like, the maximum amount of damage you can do with this card is 9 1 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm totally nonplussed with that card. I think there's better cards for the 6th slot.
Fair enough. I'm not defending it. And we are now moving on to our epic stage of cards. We have a 4-drop Mage spell again. Unexpected Results is the name, and it is summon 2 random 2-cost minions improved by spell damage.
Okay, now what's the improvement?
Okay, so the power for Unexpected Results is summon 2 random 2-cost minions, and in parentheses, improved by spell damage. So, for instance, if you were to have Cosmic Anomaly on the board, which grants you +2 spell damage, this card now becomes summon 2 random 4-cost minions. So you're affected by spell damage. It's an interesting card. That's a card we haven't seen before, and I like the mechanic.
The crazy part about this is it's 4 mana, right? So you could conceivably play the 2 cards we've already seen. Yeah. Those is Cosmic Anomaly, then Celestial Emissary. You could summon 2 6-cost minions for 4 mana. Like on turn 10, you can plop, and get this, and get 2 6-cost minions, a 4/3 and a 2/1 on your board.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. You can build around spell damage. There's other spell damage cards out there. Like there's a demon that's 0/7 that has spell damage +1, and getting a 0/7 off the board is hard. Mm-hmm. Right? So
it's gonna be fun to see. I'm excited to see the spell damage deck.
Expect to see a spell damage deck.
Yeah.
Coming to you live
coming your way. I like the card because I like anything that's new like this. So I like it a lot.
And I like it as well, and mostly because it's also random.
Yep. That's true.
Yep. And that's a fun card, Sweeny. And I like fun cards.
So moving on to another epic or epic minion for Mage. It is a 7-drop, 5 attack, 5 health. Battle cry, summon a random minion with a cost equal to the number of cards in your hand.
Ooh. Okay. All right, here's the thing. Number 1, stats suck.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're not playing it for the stats.
You can have 2 of them in your deck.
Yep.
Goes along with Research Project. Goes along with Arcane Intellect. Goes along with the Legendary Weapon.
Yep.
It's a 7-drop. So you can play another card with it.
Yeah.
And you can conceivably get 8 or 9 cost minions on the board.
Yeah.
On turn 7. It takes the place of Flame Strike. Or at least one of them. I'm not sure how many you want to play. But this is a fun card, Sweeny.
It's a fun
This
card.
is a fun card. I like this card.
I cannot disagree with you there, Rock. This is the card that's going to make me swear when it's played on me.
I'm looking forward to making a fun random Mage deck.
Yeah.
Just pray into the randomness.
So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing with Mage, where it's fun, but nothing seems crazy broken.
True.
You know, like
but we haven't seen the legendaries yet.
No,
so
fair enough.
Let's move on.
But I'm liking what I'm seeing. I don't feel like the anxiety I feel with Druid.
I'll say what I'm most surprised about with this. No secrets. They didn't add any secrets for the Mage.
Yeah, I wonder. No, but yeah, you're right. Which is great because I'm really getting tired of it. I am. I'm tired of it.
But still, everybody misses that there's still a secret breaker. And I can't believe people don't play with it.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so moving on to legendaries. The last 2 legendary cards for Mage. This one is their legendary spell. It is a 7-drop called Luna's Pocket Galaxy. Great name.
Who's Luna?
Luna. That's Stargazer Luna.
Okay. Gotcha.
Actually, and we've already talked about the last legendary. So this is our last card to review. And it is change the cost of minions in your deck to 1.
Say what?
Change the cost of minions in your deck to 1.
Wow.
Wow. So, just thinking back on those 2 elementals that are now cost 2 to bring out.
Wow.
Well, thank God it's in your deck and not in your hand. Because it's kind of fighting the synergy of like Mage is about drawing, or some decks you'd be building about drawing. By the time you get to turn 7,
Okay, this is a flip. This is what I call a flip a coin card. So it goes. Sweeny, this kind of goes with the randomness, right?
Yeah.
Because if you get this card by turn 7, then it's a great card.
Yes.
But if you don't. If it's in the bottom third of your deck,
you're screwed. It's going to hurt more.
Then it's a useless card.
Yeah.
But that power, man. Because you can save your card draws and then just pile up your hand.
Yeah.
And cycle through your deck. And if anybody can do control, it's Mage. Mage has more ability to control a board than any other class, I think.
And once you play this, then you play the frickin' Jaina Death Knight, and then it's just game over.
Yeah, it's not just that. I mean, you can have a 1-cost Lich King.
You have a 1-cost Malagos.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh, Sweeny, you just gave me nightmares, and I'm awake.
Yeah.
1-cost Malagos.
That's crazy.
A 1-cost Antonitis.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a obviously there's going to be people scrambling to build a deck around this card because this is a just
that's a crazy
blows up the game.
That's a crazy way to do it though.
Yeah.
Because you're building your deck around 1 card. I'm against that.
But yet
one card is
it's
so
gonna be fun.
good.
It's gonna be fun. Do you think this is the most powerful legendary spell we've seen so far?
Well, we've only seen 4, right?
It's better than Hunter. It's better than Rogue. Is it better than Druid?
I mean, like, a Wisp is better than the Hunter or Rogues, because you can at least use a 1/1 creature.
I think it's the best spell we've seen.
Is it better than Druid?
Which was every time you kill a minion, every time a minion dies, you gain a mana crystal for the turn.
I'm going to say no.
So Druid's still...
It's just because Druid has so much flexibility with it.
Consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is, again, like
and
a lot of things got to fall into place.
You don't need the Druids to win the game.
Yeah.
If you're building around this card, you need this card in your hand
You do.
to win. Right? And then you need to draw. But I mean, like, don't get me wrong, though. It's really close, Sweeny. Yeah. It is really close. And this is a really good... But, again, if you're going to have legendary spells, who's going to have one of the best legendary spells but the Mage class?
Yeah. That's a great card.
And then the last one we saw was Stargazer Luna.
Stargazer Luna, which, well, I'll just quickly repeat here, but we've talked about before. It's a 3-drop minion, 2 attack, 4 health. After you play the rightmost card in your hand, draw a card.
She just became a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because you can play her, and then you can play that.
Yeah.
You can play Luna Stargazer, and then you can play Luna's Pocket Galaxy on the same turn.
Oh, that's why they called it that.
Ooh. Yeah, there's some I can see some crazy combos going with that. And that's not even getting into like things like Max.
So all in all, I like what Mage got, but I don't feel like it's crazy. Like I don't feel concerned.
I
got a good. This is a good set.
The one legendary does not break it. I think I reserved judgment on that until a couple of weeks into the meta because I didn't see Shutterwalk being as completely broken as it was.
Yeah. So
this might be a new Shutterwalk.
It's going to be interesting because God knows the meta's going to very change.
This has this mark my words, Sweeny. This has the capability of being another Shutterwalk.
Interesting.
And with that, I am Rock.
I'm Sweeny, folding for now.
We'll deal with you later.